Hello gamers and welcome to another episode of my Tsukihime remake Let's Play. We're back. Over 20 parts already into this, and today might be a special day because we finished off wrapping up the all the choices that we could prior to starting Ciel's route. So now I think today might just be the day when we try and find the route and get going. Now today's video might still be safe guidelines wise, because again the entirety of Ciel's route is not blocked. It's only from the opening onwards when the opening video plays. I believe the opening video itself and then everything after that is the guidelines parts. So today might still be a safe upload anyway, but it might just be the start of the route regardless. That's the plan. We're gonna try and find the route and hopefully see some interesting stuff and get started here. So I'm excited. It's been a kind of a long time coming here, many months in the making, but yeah, we have made it. So I'm gonna try and find it myself, and if needed I'll ask chat for help or whatever, and then we'll go from there. So sorry if this start is a bit maybe slow-ish, because you know I'm probably gonna try a lot of different choice combinations and whatnot and see what sticks to the wall, you know. That's what they say, I think. Anyway, yeah, and there may have been a disclaimer video before this as well. I always say that because, you know, when we get to the stuff where it's kind of guidelinesy, then I'll make a update video explaining the happenings and the stuff. Because again, for those that missed it, this will go up on YouTube as well when it's the guidelines parts, but those videos will be unlisted after one day. That will be the difference. But today's video might just stay up normally anyway. I think the only pointer I have is to start from the scene in the train where we meet Ciel, and also read through that again instead of skipping red text, and that's about it. Everything else I'm gonna try and figure out, I think. So, in fact, I'm pretty sure the flowchart doesn't work on the gallery. I have to use the load thingy. Okay. So let's just go from here and figure it out. Oh. Consult the chart. So we go all the way to day 1. And here it is. It's very early on. So I assume we go to prior the first choice then? Okay. Sure. Also, is it automatically skipping? I forgot if it is. It might be. I might have to toggle that off. Let's see. I might think it might be automatically skipping. Let's see. Auto skip cleared scenes. Here we go. There we go. We'll just do the on with the confirmation message. I think that's fine. Okay, let's see. There you go. No, I do not want to skip. Okay. Yeah, watch the Digital Circus. I don't know what that is. So probably not. Unless it's the thing I watch and I don't know the name of. We're at the train. Back at day 1. I'm just gonna reread this, so let's just see. Tracks take a sudden dive, leaving the surface behind. Casting an artificial light across the tunnel walls, the train makes its way through the darkness. The car creaks around me. Man-made lights pass by at regular intervals. The vibration through the seat lulls me into reflection on this short little journey. Lul. It's early, 6:33 a.m. 30 minutes have come and gone since I got on this train. That's how long it's been since I said goodbye to the people who took care of me all this time. How I react to this probably says a lot about me as a person. I'm sure some people might feel sad and wish they could have stayed longer. Others would accept it without a second thought. I wonder which side I fall on. I realize after a moment that I don't really feel either. I'm the only one sitting on the 8-seater bench. The seats in front of me are empty. There are only a couple of other people on the train, including a sleeping man in a suit on the bench next to mine and a woman standing in front of the door. May be early, but it feels particularly empty today. The noise from outside is strangely muted, but maybe I'm just lost in thought. The train vaguely reminds me of a spaceship traveling through the darkness of outer space. No sound can reach it here. The only things here are my stupid daydreams, the sound of my heart beating, and my memories from an hour ago. Came like a bolt from the blue. Tono Makisa has died. Tono Shiki is to return to the Tono household immediately. The first contact I had from my family in 7 years, and that's how it goes. The Tono family's word is final. I'm still a student, and they pay for all my expenses. But choosing to return to the mansion today instead of yesterday was my one act of defiance. I just wanted to stay a little longer at home, where I'd spent so much of my life. It was all I could do for the family that took me in and treated me like their own. Thank you for breakfast. It was delicious. I finish my meal and leave the table before the sun rises. After taking one final glance at my room, I clap my hands together in thanks. It's not much for all the time I've stayed in here, but I don't want to leave anything unsaid. I led a happy life here. That's what I want to carry away with me. Keiko saw me off alone as I left the Arima household. I asked to leave quietly, without waking the others. Thank you for everything. Give my regards to Dad and Miyako for me. 7 years. The woman who had acted as my mother in that time looked terribly sad, and everyone thought I'd see her like this. Life may be hard at the mansion, but you'll be okay, understand? Don't overdo it. Make sure to look after your health first and foremost. I take her words of encouragement to heart. My time spent with them was peaceful. I just hope I didn't cause them too much trouble during my time with them. It's been 7 years. I've had plenty of time to recover. I'm a lot sturdier than I look, you know. Yeah, you're right. The Tonos are quite the unusual family. But you're not one to let that bother you. You've always been a strong boy. She smiles through her sadness, and I smile back. I'm happy that she still considers me to be her child. Think you're giving me a little too much credit. Well, I should get going. Take care, Mom. Goodbye, Shiki. Take care. Keiko knows that I won't be coming back. She sends me off with tears in the corners of her eyes. That was just 40 minutes ago. That moment marked the end of my previous life, and the start of my new one. The view outside shifts slowly. We must have crossed the river that separates the suburban Yashirogi and arrived in the city of Soya. The train begins its return climb to the surface. I can feel the gentle incline. Bright light shines through, piercing my eyes, which had grown accustomed to the artificial dimness of the subway. Ooh, there it is again. Only a few months ago, but it still feels fresh. The train sweeps toward the city. The majority of its inhabitants are still asleep. Outside, the air is chilly. A fall morning in the month of October. The heat of summer is little more than a faint memory now. I've watched this same view nearly every day for a year and a half now. But this is the last time I'll be taking this train to school. Memories of the past 7 years rush by like the scenery outside the window. I survived a terrible injury that would have killed most 10-year-olds. I met the woman that would become my master, my mentor in life. I went to live with the Arima family, and now I'm halfway through my 2nd year. The thing Master feared might happen when we parted never came to pass. And as long as I have these glasses on, I don't have to worry about seeing those lines again. And so Tonoshiki has led an ordinary, though at times difficult life. That all changes today. There's nothing major like feeling I don't belong or anything like that. I just don't feel right going back to the way things were before. Having lived a normal life these past few years, the Tono family's way of things just seems like a pain, or at least more trouble than it's worth.
だいたい学校より広い洋館とか想像つかないんですけど。
I'm surprised I was able to handle it when I was a child. The thought of going back to that old-fashioned way of life is daunting to say the least. The train stops at a large station for a few minutes. The local line I'm taking has to wait for the express to pass. The platform is empty. Usually I would expect to see morning commuters in suits on their way to work, but it's particularly quiet today. The express passes by on the neighboring rails. Thank you for your patience. The next stop is... An announcement I've heard hundreds of times, please. The door closes with a hiss of air. Did someone board? I see there are 4 stations left to Soya. The station where my school... Here we go again. Insert the CJ meme. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Hey, Leon, how you doing? A girl wearing my school's uniform slips through the automatic doors as they close. Her ribbon is green, so she must be a 3rd year. I feel like I've seen her before. The bag she's holding in her hands must contain things for her club activities. Our eyes meet for a moment. The girl continues to stare at me, just when I notice that she's walked closer.
おはようございます。朝からお騒がせしてごめんなさい。
あ、いえ、こっちこそすいません。ジロジロ見ちゃって。
The way she smiles as me apologizing almost by reflex.
いえいえ、目立つようなことをした私に非があるんです。先輩として恥ずかしいところを見せてしまいました。でも、朝は弱いって話、本当なんですね。
Well, was she listening? The girl laughs lightly. I'm distracted by her laughter and... Oh.
ほら、私ですよ。先週会ったばっかりなのに、もう忘れちゃったんですか?
Let's take a thumbnail option since it would be kind of poetic to use her at the start of her own route.
Ciel 先輩.
In an instant, my memory is jolted awake. I knew she felt familiar. I've crossed paths with her a number of times. And now that I think about it, there's probably not a person in the whole school who doesn't know Ciel. Soya High's most revered 3rd year. Happy to offer advice to any distraught 1st year. Eager to solve the woes of any troubled 2nd year. And quick to save underclassmen from the ire of the 3rd years. Some students call her the true student council president, considering most people rely on her over the teachers or our actual student council. She even helped me with something just last week. Man, how out of it am I? Ciel is right about how I hate mornings, but I think about returning home for the first time in 7 years. Must be killing my brain cells. No thinking. Ah, here we go. Let's make a brand new save, I think. I just hit here then. Yeah. So starting from here now upwards. Sure. Wow. Oh, look, it's so funny because my first ever save was the same. It was the same choice. That was in look at that. That was January. Damn. It's been just over 5 months or 6 months now, right? It's the 21st when I'm recording this of June. It's literally been 6 months. Holy moly, dude. Wow, wow. All right. I think the second choice had what's her face up here, so maybe that would be correct. Also, do I still want to keep reading these? Like, not skip through them? Like, is there still more I want to read? There's probably some of these that I have read I probably might skip because we just went over them like a week or two ago. By the time you finish the raw wheel, I had Red Garden. Yeah, surely, dude. It's okay, you can skip. Okay. I'll think of let's try and find this again. Again, I'll try myself try and find combinations here. So this would maybe be like this could be a little bit of a waste of time, but I feel like it's more cool if I find it myself, you know. So we'll just try and solve some combinations. Let me look at the flowchart as well. So there is a third thing here. I think hallway. Let's see. Does that skip again? If that skips again, let's see. Okay, I think that's already fucked up, right? I mean, I presume, right, it has to be, right? Because why else would it be here now? There's one thing we haven't seen there, and it has to be a part of it, right? So that already has to be wrong, right? Because surely it wouldn't go backwards. It wouldn't make any sense. Okay. Interesting. So maybe it is the third choice on the train or something. Let me, again, I'm gonna try some comment. This is fast because we skip anyway. Yeah. I'm mostly just thinking out loud still. So no need to answer it. Because I'm pretty sure this will be... Because now the only options remain, I assume, like the blank ones that we couldn't get, I assume those are a part of her route. Well, regardless, I want to read through them anyway, even if they're not a part of her route, so finding them is cool regardless, that's the thing. Alright, let's see if this one combos into that. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't. Huh. Interesting. That's interesting. So maybe it's the first one then. Huh. Interesting. I mean, of the choices, it doesn't seem like it's very interactive, but let's do it anyway. Hey, yo. Okay. Okay. This is new. Again, this might not be a part of the route, but it is a new scene, so I'm gonna read it anyway. Okay. The hallways are all a mess of activity during lunch. Most people are heading to the cafeteria, but some are carrying lunch boxes, likely on their way to a friend's classroom, the courtyard, or the gym. My expectations go unmet. I had hoped for a fateful encounter in the hallway, but it seems that wasn't meant to be. Half the time Arihiko asks me to do something with him is just trouble, and the other half is pointless chatter. But at least it's never boring. Honestly, maybe both choices on this third path are fine. It could be one of those as well, but we'll see. It might be a good way to relax after school until I have to go back to the Tono estate. Arihiko disappeared after 4th period. He must be saving seats in the cafeteria. I never promised him I'd go there with him, but there's no real reason to ditch him either. I might as well spend lunch there today. Maybe it skips now, maybe it combines? So there was a choice where they went there and... Okay, this is old then, okay. So once we reach the next choice, I'll see if it now is marked that it's read through. I feel like that part was, yeah, okay, let's see. Let's go here. And now check the flow chart. Okay. So, okay, now I'm gonna do a genuine question. Is this the route, part of the route? And is both of these choices on the right here, are they both fine? Because they seem to be on the right. This is not the route. So that was just a bonus choice we had anyway. That's interesting. So there was just an unread choice that I didn't find a combination for that wasn't a part of the route. Okay. Let me see if I pick number 2 here. Will it give me that other choice I missed? It could actually. So I want to read it anyway if that's the case. Okay, it doesn't. Okay. So that must be maybe a part of the route then. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Okay. I mean, surely it has to be number 2 then here. Because I remember number 2 here being like super long compared to the others. And we also saw what's her face. So surely it's going to be more significant than the others. And also it's interacting with Ciel anyway. So I'm going to go with number 2 then. Okay. Let's see what the next choice is. Let me do a new save here. Fuck, I wish I could read what those choices said. But third one seems to bump into Ciel. So that has to be correct, right? So I'll just go with that. I see her in the thumbnail, so I'm just gonna trust my gut there and not overthink. So surely. I mean, I could obviously check that too, Panzani, but I feel like it's more fun to find it yourself, you know? Like, obviously, you could just look at a guide and see what choices you have to press and then go from there, but it's kind of more fun trying to find it yourself. Okay, so now, I mean, number 1 seems to be correct, but let me just do a save here anyway and see if this actually lands on choice number 2, which would be new. Number 2 has Ciel on it. So let's see. If this skips, I'm gonna go back. It does skip. Okay. Right. Yeah, it does skip. Okay. So let's go with number 1 then. I'm not sure how you get number 2 there. Or actually, I'm gonna ask. Is number 2 a part of the route? If you don't make that, is it already failed? Is it already failed at that point? Let me show you. This part. Is that number 2 important for the route that I have blanked? Is that significant? It's 1. Like it's so you're saying it's not important to the route? Okay. Sure. So we're just gonna load then. I mean, it makes sense because again, she's on the thumbnail. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. If there is a takedown, then we have to stop, and then I'll just play offline. I can't risk more than 1 takedown, but I'm hopeful that it's gonna be okay anyway. Okay, keep going through these until a choice happens. Okay, let's do another save here. Presumably we're all on the correct track. So what did these choices look like? I'm gonna assume that this choice really doesn't matter all that much, but I could be wrong because I don't think any of this had to do with Ciel. So I don't know. Dad, I guess. But I do have that save ready there. And again, I don't know, I assume this one doesn't matter too much. I'll just ask her out her name because there was a funny little thing where the name was revealed later. Don't think that really matters. Okay. Surely, like, not all of these make sense. Okay, what was this choice? Oh, this one might matter. I mean, you're gonna meet Saiki, like Goto, no matter what, right? Or Goto. But I'll make a save here just in case anyway, a separate save. Because you do end up meeting him regardless. I don't know. I'll just walk around, I guess. We're not sure if the dialogue was any big, like there was big differences there. It's been a while. She gives you a lot of these pop-ups. Okay. I'm gonna save my progress, sure. Now it's day 2. Okay. There's limited save files. Oh. Well, I feel like we only need them until we actually get to the route. So I feel like we might be fine anyway. After that, it's by fine, you know? I don't really need to save every time. Since, you know, we have the flowchart anyway. Okay. Let's do the same save here. So what is... This probably is an important choice again, since we're at school. Let's see. Wait, where's the save? Oh, it's this one. Oh yeah, there's a... Do we pick 3 now again? It must be 3. It must be 3 here. Surely. Let's see. Oh, is this new already? It didn't skip, I think. Oh, yeah, boy might be onto something, and she immediately appears. Hello. Okay. This is the other choice I haven't seen yet. Surely. Okay, let's see. The moment I step into the hallway, I see the familiar face of a certain third-year student. Hello. How's it going? She's talking about.
はい、もちろんです。正確に言うと2年生の教室にではなく2年生の特定のある人物になのですが
Not sassy at all. A smile spreads across her face as she saunters closer.
先ほど購買部で大変良い新商品を購入したのですが調子に乗って買いすぎてしまいまして一人では食べきれないので暇そうなお話し相手を捕まえに来たところなのです。
Wow, that's very scheming.
はあ、捕まえに来たですか。
I don't think there's anyone here with nothing to do, but for her, any of them would make time. If anything, they lined up for the opportunity. That aside...
先輩、2年生の教室に来ちゃダメですよ。上級生なんだから。誘うなら3年のクラスメイトを誘ってください。その方が会話も弾むでしょう。
そうなんですけど、今日は年下の男の子とお話がしたい気分なんです。
That's a peculiar mood she has going on.
聞かないでください。
She slides towards me as she speaks, closing the distance between us.
というわけで
Hello.
遠野くんお暇ですか？
ええ、それは
She looks so excited.
これから昼食を取るだけですけど。
それじゃあ捕まえました。二人で仲良く食べましょう。
Well, there's the steal part.
素敵な食事と一緒に遠野くんの時間もいただきですね。
Hey yo. She keeps smiling as she tugs on my sleeve. It's a simple gesture, but I'm compelled to follow by a mysterious, irresistible force. There you go. We walk into the courtyard. With autumn well underway, the sunshine can't disguise the chill in the air. The students who eat lunch in the courtyard tend to be artsy, or the artsy, nature-loving type. I guess Ciel is one of them.
今日は珍しくベンチが空いています。
Classic. All the seating spots are always taken in public places.
さすがついてますね遠野くん。
She bounces over to the bench and takes a seat. Hey, spicy. I follow suit, keeping a distance between us.
それで購買部の新商品って何なんですか？1年前に姿を消したカニクリームコロッケロール。
Legend tells of a snack among snacks that once graced our school. They stopped making it after only a week because it cost too much, but even now there are no shortage of students praying for its comeback.
それはですね。
She smiles so blissfully she practically glows. She sets a paper bag on her lap and pulls out 4 buns.
じゃーん、購買部の仕入れルートに進言すること早1週間、ついに本格ベーカリーのアイテム販売が実現したのです。
Wow, is that a new sprite as well? She's gleaming, dude. She holds up a short, plump oval slightly larger than her palm. The surface is a dark golden brown and gleaming with deep frying oil. Ah, hell, dude. Bussin'. All 4 are identical. Looks to me like freshly fried curry bread. There it is.
この生まれたばかりと見まごう焼き加減。1個300円と割高ですが、学生の税ここに極まったと言っても過言ではないでしょう。
Alright.
はい、どうぞ遠野くん。特別に半分お分けしますから遠慮なく。遠野くん？
いや、先輩、これさ。
This is from that famous bakery by the station, isn't it?
Why?
If only that were all she was asking. Just random fast French. But her eyes are demanding to know how I can be I can be anything but thrilled by this, questioning whether I'm even from this planet and I can't bear it.
昨日もそうだったけど、先輩、辛いの好きなの？
Based? I get the feeling that it's better not to ask if she likes curry specifically.
でも辛ければ好きというわけではなくてですね、特定の味付けが大変美味しく感じるというか、そうですね。いくら好きでも4つ全部同じ味というのはちょっと考えなしでしたね。
I'm glad to see her. She has some amount of self-awareness.
でも分かりますよ。好きなものってちょっと多いぐらい買い込んでおかないと不安になりますからね。それじゃお言葉に甘えて遠慮なく。
I take a curry bread from the pile on her lap and bring it to my mouth. So is this the reason why Nasu also made Kirei love Mabo tofu? You know, also another spicy food? Or is it just a coincidence?
いただきます。外はカリカリ、パンは油が染みてほのかに甘く、中の具はしっかり詰まってる。美味しい。本当に美味しいですね、先輩。
There's something refreshing about eating something I usually wouldn't. I tend to avoid it since it's so oily, but there are a few greater pleasures than deep-fried bread.
でも先輩、お腹は大丈夫ですか？カレーと揚げパンって胃にもたれますよ。女の子にはきついのではないかと。
そうなんですか？私はこの後体育ですから問題なく消化できちゃうと思います。はい。
If she has PE right after this, isn't that all the more reason to eat something that'll be easy on the stomach? I have no clue what goes on in that head of hers.
体が丈夫なのだけが取り柄ですから、私。それよりお茶ですよね。麦茶でいいですか、遠野くん。
ういっせー、やっぱり日本人は麦茶っすよね。
True. Also, look who showed up, of course.
あった余ったカレーパンゲット。
Well, yoink. I'm about as startled as Ciel. Before I could react, Arihiko sneaks up on us, reaches over the bench and steals the curry bread and eats it whole. Wow.
なるほど、こいつはうまい。すげえうまい。何よりカレーの味がする。空腹で起きたばかりの俺にはごちそうすぎますな。
Wow. What a guy.
いや、ちょい腹にもたれるけど、そこは先輩の真心でイーブンってことで。
Yo, just slides it in there, dude. Oh my. He laughs heartily. The love for curry comes from a hero in one Kagayaku Kisetsue, which would be written by... Oh, it's Jun Maeda. Huh, interesting. No, I wasn't like talking about like she likes curry or spicy stuff, but I guess that's cool to know as well. I was like wondering if Nasu decided to make a running gag because, you know, both are church associated, and that because obviously Stay Night was written after Tsukihime, right? So I was thinking like maybe he decided to do like a running gag or something. Hello, Coin. How you doing? The bastard must have been the two of us, must have seen the two of us together and followed us in secret.
アリヒコ、お前なんでそう人の邪魔をすることばかりに長けているんだ。
Well, that definitely has to be a reference, right? Because Narita was putting like references to every single Nasu thing in Strange Fake. So that at least has to be, you know, a callback.
抜け駆けはなしですよ、お客さん。一人で美味しい目見ようったってそうはいかねえ。つうかランチなら俺も混ぜろよ。昨日席譲ってやったんだから、今日は俺が譲られる番ですよね。
Of course, he would twist yesterday's events into him saving a seat for Ciel.
すみません先輩。うちのクラスのバカが失礼を働きました。こんなことを言ってますけど、昨日は一応役に立ったんで同席させて。先輩。
I turned my eyes from Arihiko to Ciel, and I'd swear my eyes were playing tricks on me.
残念ながら却下です。
Oh, dude, taking the curry. Oh no.
乾くんはそこで歯を食いしばってください。
Oh no. It's a bad end, but not for me. Ciel has gotten to her feet and assumed a fighting stance. Whoa, she's got moves. Look at that. Throwing hands. Left jabs whoosh through the air.
なんかどうに入ってらっしゃる？
Even with our untrained eyes, we can tell that her form is perfect. Dude, it's Mashiba again, yeah. She's doing the thing.
大人げないぐらい怒ってるぞ、あの人。
I wonder if Nasu was an Ippo fan. If so, very based.
なんだこれ、冷や汗止まらねえよ。やばい、マジやばい、検圧で先輩が大きく見える。あ、今かすった。鼻先にジュってかすった。助けて、どうぞなんとかして先輩に謝って。
謝るのはお前だろ。寄るな、こっちに寄るな。俺まで犠牲者にするつもりか。
I tear away from the idiot clinging to me.
さすが当のナイス白状。すみません先輩。つまみ食いは出来心っつかノリっつか、こう先輩とランチするためのアプローチというかですね。
なるほど。この席に入りたかっ
I like how different her tone is.
た。ですがふさわしい入場券が見当たりませんね。 ランチであれば何か食べ
True,
物を持
my
ってくる
guy
べき
just comes in
で
and takes others and doesn't bring anything himself. SMH, bro.
オッケー了解しました。
That's
急い
kinda
で調達してきます。
He runs away at full speed. Ciel sits back down on the bench as if nothing had happened.
乾くんにも困ったものです。いただきますの言葉もなかったばかりか、一口で飲み込んでしまうなんて。食材への感
You
謝
were
の気持
that
ちは
guy in
変わ
high
りません。
school? Ah, hell, that goes. What are you doing?
まあ、大変華麗な感想を二度口にしたので、今回は特別に多めに見てあげますが。
She shrugs her shoulders in a silent good grief.
お待たせ
Oh, that was fast.
入場券買ってきましたぜ。
おお、
げ
He comes rushing back in about 5 minutes. In his hands are 2 bulging paper bags.
これ多すぎじゃ。
Overcompensation.
どうよ、あれだけ買い占めてみた。
Oh my god. He bought the whole freaking menu.
くれると信じて。
Ah, what a simp. I see. Ciel really struck fear into his heart back there. A terror that only he as the target would know.
いや、それにしても紙袋2つ分のカレーパンはやりすぎだ。皿に盛られた
Rip
コロッ
her
ケじゃありま
PE
いし、
lessons after this if she eats
ど
all
う
of
やって
that.
片付けるんだ。
食い切れなきゃ残せよ。多少は日持ちすんだから、明日の昼までの完食にすればいい。
True.
そういうわけで、はい先輩、さっきの謝罪とお昼を一緒にする袖の下っす。
これはご丁寧にありがとうございます。どうぞ乾くん、ベンチの方に。私は立っていますから。
何言ってんすか、先輩は座っててください。で、俺がいない間にどんな話してたんすか？
Clueless.
学校終わったら遊びに行くとか？
その逆、学校の中の話。お前朝いなかったから富山の代わりに新しい先生が来たことも知らないだろう。もったいない。
Good old
別
Miss
のクラスの
Noel.
連中が舞い上がってるぐらいの美人なのに。
何それ初耳。新しい先生って転校生みたいなもん？で、どんなタイプ？俺高圧的な女教師は趣味じゃねえんだけど。
いかにも去年まで研修生だったって感じでバリッバリの癒し系。お前包容力のある年上が好きなんだろ。よかったな、好み通りの25歳だ。
Wow.
やめて、25歳だけはやめて。姉貴と同い年じゃねえか。それだけは生理的に受け付けねえんだよ俺。
What a dilemma to have. Also, look at that sprite. What the hell? Look at the sprite of her. They put the curry bread in there. She's munching, dude. Oh my god. Sneaky.
おや、乾くん、年上の女性が好みなんですか？
Whoa.
そうっすよ。年上はめんどくさくないし。あ、いや、可愛ければめんどくさいのもありなんで、一つ下まではありですが。
ふむふむ、甘えるのも構うのも得意なわけですか。ところで遠野くんは年上。
Whoa, not subtle. Not subtle.
特に意識はしたことはないですけど、有彦ほど自由じゃないとは思います。
The slight closing of the eyes as well.
まったうっそくさい。なんか遠野からはお姉さん殺しの匂いがするんだよな。家庭教師とか。
I guess he's not wrong, but still kinda misleading.
黙ってろ。いいから黙ってろ。そもそも家庭教師とか雇ったことないからな。
おお、では主治医の娘さんはあるんですか？
I'll take it as an option because it's kind of cute. It's very cute.
ありますけど面識だけです。シエル先輩も有彦のヨタ話に乗らないでください。
ヨタ話じゃないけどな。 事実だけどな、実際抜け駆けして年上の先輩とランチしてたじゃないですか。
Nah.
ですよね。遠野くんがあんまりにも無防備にひょこひょこ歩いていたので、私もつい誘ってしまったのです。
Dangerous term in
なん
Nasu
という
verse.
か、雪原でウサギに会ったような気分でした。
はあ、まあ実際はウサギの皮をかぶった冷血生物なんですけどね、こいつ。クモとかサソリとかあの手の機械っぽい生き物。
They burst out laughing. As much as I want to object, I know it would only make it worse, so I bite my tongue. Our stock of curry bread dwindles one by one. I compared it to a buffet earlier, but I take that back. We're going through the mountain of curry bread like a pack of chips. There's still a little under 20 minutes before lunch ends. The fate of the curry bread has been sealed. We continue to chat for the rest of lunch. Narihiko and I talk about something stupid. Ciel jumps in to offer her opinion, then we change the subject and rinse and repeat. The curry bread continues to disappear all the while. This ordinary time spent in ignorant bliss passes by like sand through our fingers.
おっと、そろそろ頭が痛くなってきた。腹も膨れ、いや待って、何も食べてないような、食べられなかったような。
Womp womp.
まいか、眠くなってきたんで保健室に逃げ込みますわ。じゃあな先輩、今度は俺と二人っきりでお願いします。
Not subtle. He runs off to the nurse's office, no doubt planning to skip afternoon classes as well.
やれやれ、注意するべきなんでしょうけど、不思議と乾くんには甘くなってしまいますね。
Yeah.
これも人徳なのでしょうか。
Turns out she's not all that interested, just playing nice. She looks exasperated as she watches Arihiko run off.
あいつ必要最低限のことはきっちりこなしてますからね。事故の不始末は自分で片付けるやつだし。
I don't think you're really supposed to do that though, Spicy. It's only if you're feeling like bad or something physically, then you know, you can go lay down, but you're not supposed to go there just if you want to, you know, just take a nap or something, especially if you have classes.
なるほど、確かにそんな気はします。付き合いが長いだけあってよく分かっているんですね、乾くんのこと。
ただの腐れ縁です。先輩だってすぐに分かりますよ。
Don't they take a nap during work or something? I don't think they do, but I could be wrong. Not without a good reason, at least.
あいつ突き抜けたアホだから。
Despite my negativity, Ciel's kind smile never falters.
何ですかその含み笑い。
In your school, if you feel unwell, you get a piece of sugar and told to piss off. Nice.
いえいえ、遠野くんが笑っているものですから、私もつられて笑っているんです。今日のは楽しい時間でしたね。
As soon as she says that, I notice that my mouth has curved into a faint smile. Today was a rare occasion. Now that I think about it, I haven't had much chance to be a normal student, just doing normal student things like hanging out in the courtyard.
そうですね。ちょっと楽しかったです。あんまり中庭に出たことがなかったから。ああ、でも前にもこんなことがあったような。シエル先輩と会った時でしたっけ？
I think back to the time I first met her. She pauses for a moment.
ええ、こんな出来事ならたくさんありました。
Interesting.
きっと数えきれないぐらい。
Alright, if you say so. A sincere smile spreads across her face. No, that's the end of that scene, I assume. Does it skip again? Ooh, ooh. It does, okay. So I assume at this point we're definitely on the right track, so let's do another save here as well. Cool. Interesting. So what's this looking like? This choice? These were the same, I think. This was an illusion of choice. So I don't know. I'll just ask about the other teacher, I guess. I think these both were like whatever. There's gonna be a new Spire song for Uma anniversary. Spire and Uma. That feels like a random combination, but sure, I like Spire. Hopefully it's good. Okay. Okay, now we can potentially reach a new thing, I feel like. We have a middle choice. I'll do a new save here again. Okay. Surely we can reach something new. In fact, was this one of those that I couldn't even pick the other one? Maybe this wasn't one of those. Let's take a quick detour. See what happens. If this skips, it's the... Okay, it's the other one, I think. Let's see. Okay. Let me just check the other one. Just in case it has a new scene. These both don't have anything, so maybe it's something else then. That's interesting. Or maybe it was... Did the teacher choice previously matter for this? Huh. Did it actually matter? Never mind it for now. Alright. And we meet her here, yeah? Okay. This maybe one, since it's Goto, I don't know. Do save on top of this one since this seemingly didn't matter. I think that this first 2A one is correct at least. Okay. Okay, day 3. We might still be on track. Let's see. Oh, this probably doesn't matter at all. Hello, both of you. And before it does matter, that would be really funny. Oh, this is new, I think. It's not even a choice. This is just straight up new. Okay. What does this look like in the flowchart? Whoa. Oh. Hello. It wasn't even a choice. It just goes into this. Wow. Alright, I mean, that's a good sign, I think. Okay, let's do a save here as well. Wow. I arrived just as homeroom is about to start. I'm still not used to my new commute, so I've ended up a little later than I meant to be. The morning chatter is dying down, with most students already seated at their desks. A familiar face approaches me. Uh-oh.
随分と余裕のあるご到着ですね。
Oh, there he is. Arihiko slumps into his seat with his head drooping dejectedly. Looks like he's actually going to be attending class today.
おはようさん。今朝は特にやる気がないわけじゃないのか。教室にいるんだから。なんだよ、体調崩したのか？
さっきまで元気でしたよ。元に。何しろ先輩が遊びに来てくれたんだからな。
先輩ってシエル先輩？
Okay.
そうだよ。けど誰かさんがいねえもんだからいまいちノリが悪くて3年の教室に戻っちまったわけ。なんだって今朝に限って遅刻ギリギリなのよ、当の。
Damn, he wanted a wingman. Unfortunate. What a shame. If only I had known, I would have come running.
そりゃ申し訳ない。けど縁があれば昼休みにでも会えるだろう。これっきりってわけじゃあるまいし。
当たり前ですよ。これが最後のチャンスだったらショックで授業なんて受けてらんねえって。
Right, I give him a quick wave and head to my desk. Bye. Class is over. As I take my seat, the bell rings and Miss Noel comes into the classroom.
Hi! Good morning!
Good morning.
みんな健康で大変結構ってあらら、欠席者が2人もいるのね。季節の変わり目だし、油断して風邪でもひいちゃったのかしら。
Wait, who? Alright. Miss Noel begins taking attendance. One male student and one female student are missing. Uh-oh. As I wonder who the two empty seats belong to. Oh. Whoa. Our eyes happen to meet. I hurriedly avert my gaze. What was that about? I'm sure I'm imagining it, but it feels like Miss Noel has been staring at me a lot. Oh, there's a skip for you, but that was a new scene. Alright, this is definitely good now, so I'm gonna save on top of this one again. Consult the chart. And now, oh, now! 3. Can we get 3 now? It's empty. Was this even a choice? Oh, honestly, I don't think this was even... There was only 2 choices here last time, I think. So I think this is a completely new choice. Maybe I'll drop by the tea ceremony room. Oh. I think this only had 2 choices before. Like, it wasn't even one of those that you can't choose it. I don't think it was even there. So they just added it now. Okay. Alright, I should go to the tea ceremony room. Ciel came by this morning, so I can probably find her there. I shouldn't show up empty-handed. I'll make a brief detour. It took me longer than expected to get what I need. I knock on the door of the tea ceremony room. After a moment, the door slides open and Ciel's head pops out.
あれ、トーナくんですね。
She tilts her head in confusion.
先輩、お昼ご飯一緒に食べません？
お昼ご飯ですか。トーナくんからのお誘いは嬉しいんですけ
Did
ど。
she just eat? That doesn't sound good. She looks like she's trying to figure out how to say no. Maybe she has something she needs to take care of. I'll have to give her a little more incentive.
カレーパンありますけど。
Wow, the weakness. Her face visibly brightens. She can't say no, bro. Wow, it might be rude of me to say this, but since she's older than me and all, but she is downright adorable.
どうでしょう。昨日のお昼ご飯のお返しにあげますから、一緒に食べません？
それはご丁寧にどうも。
Sliding in with the curry. Good strategy.
そうですね。昨日のお礼ということでしたら。
More like especially a curry gift. She steps back, adjusting her glasses, and ushers me into the tea ceremony room.
どうぞ楽にしていてください。ちょうどお茶の用意をしていたところですから。
She steps into a side room. There must be a kitchenette in there. As I enter the room, I see why she was unsure about my offer. An empty lunchbox sits on the tatami mats. I know it. It seems that she has just had lunch.
遠野くん、お茶と紅茶どっちがいいですか？
Nice Rucalis curry bread. I don't know if I can make one. I can make some curry rice though, probably. In fact, I want to because I haven't had it in so long.
お茶でお願いします。それより先輩、お昼済ませてたんですか？
ええ、ちょっと前に。今日は寝坊してしまったので朝ごはんを食べてなくて、午前中はお腹がペコペコで大変でした。
そっか。ごめん、邪魔しちゃって。俺教室で食べるからゆっくりしててください。
パンいただけないんですか？
Oh no, betrayal. She pops out of the other room looking like a child who's just learned she's not getting any Christmas presents.
いや、だってお腹いっ
If
ぱ
you
いで
get
しょ。
spoiled, you get spooks. No worry, my curry rice was always bussin'. It was bussin'.
そんなことないです。 私お腹減ってます。
Her answer comes instantly. Is she just trying to spare my feelings? Somehow, I don't think so.
それならいいけど、先輩本当に大丈夫？例のカレーパン結構ボリュームありますよ。
ご心配には及びません。私好きなものなら割と限界なくいただけちゃいますから。
Fair enough. What I saw yesterday does back that up. Her smile isn't coming from embarrassment over wanting a second lunch, but from pure excitement for the curry bread. What an odd person. Only an extremely rare specimen would get this excited over curry bread in this day and age. I'm not so sure about that, but you know, fair. I think a lot of people might. She takes one piece while I take two. We follow the meal with green tea. Sitting on our knees on the tatami floor, we sip our tea and unwind.
そういえば朝のニュース見ましたよ。
There's the classic look again. You even had Seiba do this in the dojo.
遠野くん、
I guess Nasu likes
新
it.
しいお家の方はどうですか？何か大変なことになっていたみたいですけど。
ニュースですか？
Now that I think about it, Hisui did say something about the police coming to inquire about those bloodstains.
あのニュースとうちは無関係ですよ。屋敷の感想だって中はすごく立派で夜は野犬がうるさかったぐらいだし、強いて言うんならテレビがないのと和室がないのがネックかな。こんな風にお茶を飲める場所がありませんから。
野犬って何ですかそれ？遠野邸の前で起きたのは例の通り魔事件なんじゃないですか？
やだな。そんなことになってたらもっと大騒ぎになってます。結婚があっただけで事件性はありません。
Surely not.
まあでも
I can't bring myself to say that the blood is exactly where I saw the dog laid last night.
いえ、ただの勘違いです。何にせよ俺たちには関係のない話です。せっかく先輩とのんびりしてるんですから嫌な話をするのはよしましょう。
そんなことはありません。少なくともこの町で暮らしているんですから通り魔事件は関係あると思います。
She sounds so much like Mashu there, it's
期
crazy.
間が足りないのではないでしょうか。
Her voice takes on a pointedly sharp tone. This is the very image of the sensibles senpai scolding their irresponsible kohai.
でも危険なのは夜の外出だけでしょ。犠牲者は8人も出ているんですから警察だって
Yeah, surely.
犯
The
人を
cops
捕まえ
got
るだろう
this.
し。
Just leave it to them. It's fine, dude.
もうそんなことを言っていると寝首をかかれますよ。ニュースだって3人目の頃から同じことを言っていましたけど結局犯人はまだ捕まっていないじゃないですか。
I suppose that's true. To continue for this long in modern day Japan, these killings are beyond abnormal. It might even be fair to call them paranormal.
そうでした。現代の吸血鬼なんて
Indeed.
ふざけたテロップが打たれてるから身近な出来事の気がし
Modern day vampire. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
確かに軽率でした。俺だってこの町に住んでいるんだから気をつけなくちゃいけないのに。
はい、分かってくれればいいんです。本当にくれぐれも知らない人についていっちゃダメですよ。もし犯人が吸血鬼扱いされて喜んでいる異常者だとしたら遠野くんは格好の餌食かもしれません。どことなく美味しそうな雰囲気ですから。
Hey yo, hey yo, chill. She's at it again. Stop her.
いや先輩その例えはどうかと。
I hope she didn't just jinx me. Though with my chronic anemia, I think any vampire would be interested. I don't think any vampire would be interested in me.
でも真面目に考えるとおかしな話ですね。吸血鬼って言うけどどうしてそんなあだ名をつけたんでしょう。
体中の血を抜かれているんですよ。吸血鬼という比喩表現は間違っていないでしょ。
そうですかね。吸血鬼に吸われた人間って 同じように吸血鬼になるってのが通説じゃないですか。なのに、殺されてしまった人の死体はちゃんとあって、吸血鬼になって歩き回ってるわけでもない。わざわざ階段めいたあだ名をつけなくても、ただの殺人事件で十分でしょうに。
遠野くん、吸血鬼がいるって本気で信じてるんですか？
ですね。ニュースでそう煽っているから合わせただけです。本当に吸血鬼なんてのがいたら、さっき言った通り、死体なんか残らないでしょ。
そうですね。けど、こういう風にも考えられません？発見されている死体の方たちは、吸血鬼になれなかったから死んでしまった。吸血鬼には、なれる人となれない人がいて、なれる人は吸血鬼に襲われても、死体としては発見されないんです。
はあ、そりゃホラーだね、先輩。
はい、割とホラーな話です。残念ですが、
Just a
オチはつき
story.
ませんでした。
She flashes me a grin and brings me her teacup to her mouth. We continue our meandering conversation until lunch comes to an end. Whoa, good talk, good talk. Ooh, it still continues. Ciel insists on cleaning up, so I step out into the hallway ahead of her. I'm about to start making my way to class, but as I turn my back to the tea ceremony room...
あらら、
Oh.
もしかして四季くん？
Uh-oh.
こんなところにいるなんて意外ね。
Was she gonna go talk to Ciel? Why is she here? Nor did I expect to run into Miss Noelle here. I notice a silver pendant in her right hand. Is that a cross?
ああ、これ言ったでしょ、趣味で副業しているって。
Yeah, just a side gig. It's just don't worry about it. It's just a side gig. You know. It's nothing. It's just that.
あっちの塔は騒がしいから、静かな物質塔で日課のお祈りをしに来たの。
Uh-huh.
そんなことより、四季くんは何をしているのかしら？もしかして、この辺りに秘密の密会場所でもある
Yeah,
の？
totally. It's the bang room, dude. Everyone knows that.
いえ、それは。
I can't tell her that I came to the tea ceremony room to see Ciel.
いえ、気晴らしに歩いていただけです。お昼がまだなんで、そろそろ食堂に戻ろうかなって。
I do my best to act natural and keep things vague.
それは。ご飯より先に散歩なんて余裕のある大学生みたい。四季くん、もしかして音大とか目指してる？
Huh?
いえ、音楽に興味はあり
That's
ま
a
せんけ
random
ど。
question.
なんで？
聞いてみただけさ。
Huh?
はい、それじゃあバイバーイ。食堂早く行かないと昼休み終わっちゃうぞ。
Sus. Miss Noelle winks a goodbye, touching the silver pendant to her lips. Then, with her heels clacking against the floor, she walks down the hallway and out of sight. Sus. Nope. Now we're back to this again. Okay. Oh, we have the arcade moment. This is so Monka Giga every time. I mean, one of these was a bad end, right? So I'll just pick top again. I'm pretty sure this is where you just dodged the bad end or whatever. Day 4! We're already there. Uh-oh. Go back. Oh, wait, was that one of those where I couldn't choose a second? Wait, really? That was the choice where you couldn't pick second? I thought that was one of those where it was like a bad end or something. Oh shit, I'm glad I saved there. Oh. Oh shit. So I couldn't pick this previously, huh? I must have misremembered it to some other scene then. Alright. Also, Zarada, you don't have to spoil it that badly, but yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but yeah, still. Chill, chill, chill. I know some of you guys are like with your dick in your hands, but still. Yeah. Wait, come on, let me do some detective work, okay? I know everyone really wants me to get there, but come on, dude, come on. Chill.
One more month for 6, 7.
Axel, 66 months. Thanks so much. And welcome back to the Go Gang. That'll be a month and a half. What if I want to be there? What does that even mean? I have no idea what that means. Ah, all this blood, it's so red. Ugly crimson oozing forth in an ever-growing pool. From the cuts that I inflicted. There's no denying it. I did this. I took my knife and... Oh man, this is a fun reminder. No, stop, don't say it. But my heart is screaming. The truth crawls up my throat, threatening to tear its way free if I don't let it out. It's not true. No. 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 To look away would be wrong. No. To deny it would be wrong. Girl? Yeah, it's just an honest mistake, you know? Happens. Also diabolical bit gotcha for this moment. I shout, but no answer comes. Yet the reason is clear. From the moment I saw her, one single thought dominated my mind. Yes, I... Tonoshiki wanted to kill that woman. In that moment, that was all that mattered. My brain just turned to mush, so I couldn't put it into words. I'm gonna throw up. The contents of my stomach flow up. Crimson seeps into my eyeballs. I run. I can think of nothing else. I want nothing more than to escape this place. I break into a frenzied run, leaving the apartment behind. Well, she... Let me check CS. Oh, sorry, the stream was unmuted. The game on. Oh, it's a show match. Okay, the final is not even on yet. Okay, cool. Bile rushes up my throat. I drop to my knees as everything comes rushing out. Sobbing, I throw up every last bit of food, every last drop of fluid in my body. Dude, no, not the curry bread. Oh no. There is nothing left in me. But my body forcibly continues to heave, as if rejecting what happened, as if trying to undo everything and turn back time. It hurts. My innards are burning. Tears continue to stream down my face, and I collapse onto the ground like garbage. I killed someone. I mercilessly butchered a human being for no reason whatsoever. Clueless? Why did I feel the urge to kill her? Why did I actually go through with it? I still can't answer these questions. But I'm not the one who matters. My chest is heavy with unbearable regret and self-loathing. I killed a woman. The life she led until now. Her relationships with the people around her. The future she was building towards. Everything. I destroyed it all, and I smiled as I did it. Regrets can't bring me forgiveness. Apologies can't bring me absolution. What have I want to pull my eyes out of their sockets. I can't tell whether or not I'm still sane. The thought of fighting the urge didn't even cross my mind. Kill her. I accepted the impulse without a second thought. So the answer is simple. I must be insane. It probably began 7 years ago. Ever since the accident that should have killed me. ever since I miraculously returned from the brink of death. So cold. It seems the sun has gone down. How long have I been here? I have no idea. An incessant hiss smothers my eardrums. Shh, shh, shh. The sound won't stop. It's unbearably cold. If I stay here on this bench as I am, I might die. Maybe it would even be for the best. Nerves paralyzed, body frozen. I feel nothing. The endless noise, the lethal chill. None of it matters. My body is trembling. Is it from the cold? From anxiety? From fear? Regret? I can no longer tell. I murdered someone for no reason and I can't explain why. I killed because I wanted to kill. That's a madman's reasoning. Ah, if only I really were mad, that would explain everything. But my conscience is still alive. I committed an unspeakable crime, only to sit here shivering with my wits shamelessly intact. I look at my numb fingers to see my knife still clutched between them. Death. The immediate solution is quite simple. Oh, dude. But I can't do it. I can't kill myself, because I'm still sane. One part of me is afraid of dying, while another part is disgusted for even considering it. Death won't solve anything, won't atone for my sin. Shh, the noise continues. My temperature plummets yet further. I can't kill myself. But if I stay like this, I will fade away. Perhaps that would be for the best. I'm a murderer. What good would it do for me to live? If only I could just die.
遠野くん
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it would be her to find him like this. I freaking knew it, dude. Dimly, I hear someone calling a familiar name. Hello. Wow. If anything, there's a thumbnail shot. Because if people see this, they probably know what's up. So I should probably use this one, right? Because the picture itself is not spoilery. But this would let people know probably what's up. Right? So maybe this would be the thumbnail. But the curry, true. The curry was pretty good. I lift my head. Ciel is standing in front of me. It feels as though decades have passed since I last saw her.
どうしたんですかこんな雨の中で座り込んじゃって
Yeah, just a normal day, nothing weird going on. I see. This hissing in my ears is the sound of rain. That would explain why I'm so cold and soaked from head to toe.
傘もささないで
Oh, did it wash his clothes as well? The blood, maybe?
そのままじゃ風邪をひいてしまいますよ
Ciel's words slide off my ears like a foreign tongue. Only a few hours have passed since I last heard her voice, but now it sounds distant and unfamiliar.
私の声聞こえてま
I
す
think the problem is that it's too obvious to be targeted. Well, this part is still fine, though, is the thing. Like, if you're wondering, like, or you're worried about it getting, like, you know, reported. Like, this is still, not TOS. Like, not, you know, this is fine. Because, again, it's only up from the opening onwards. Like, this, even though this is probably a part of the route, it's fine still to show.
風ぐらいは引くべきなのかもしれません
Incapable of lucid thoughts, I say whatever comes to mind.
ダメですよいくら10月でもこんな雨の中にいたら風邪だけじゃ済まな
She takes my limp hand in hers. She must be concerned seeing me slumped over on this bench.
遠野くん一体どのくらいこうしてたんですか体こんなに冷たくなってるじゃないですか
She grabs my arm and hauls me up from the bench.
私の傘を貸しますから、すぐに家に帰って体を温めてください。本当に命に関わります。
命に。
Right, that's why I haven't moved this whole time. I told myself that I was unable to think, but even that was a lie. The truth is, I knew what I was doing.
もうしっかりしてください。動けないなら私からお家に連絡を入れましょうか。
That would be problematic. Hanging my head so I don't have to see her face. I shake my head. No.
いいんです。俺は家には帰れない。どこにも行っていいところがない。
That's right. I can't go home like this, all covered in blood. I don't have anywhere to call home. I've forfeited that right. A long silence ensues. She stares at me, saying nothing.
わかりました。私のアパートに行きましょう。遠野くんの家よりは近いですから、ちょうどいいです。
She pulls on my arm forcefully. I don't have the strength to shake her off. There is no power left in my body. I doubt I could even stand on my own. I guess that's why. With my numbed senses blanketed by fog, my only certainty is the heat I feel from her hand in mine. Well, he lives to fight another day. For better or worse at this point. Ooh. Wow, it's so modest. Ooh, the flashback of the light. Oof. She has an AC though, that's nice. Ciel's place is a typical apartment. A place for one with nothing more than a kitchen and bedroom. Her apartment is just as neat and tidy as I'd expected, which is why I find which I find slightly comforting.
はい。これで体を拭いてください。
She hands me a bath towel.
すみません。上着ぐらいならと期待したんですが、遠野くんのサイズに合う服はないみたいです。ちょっとの間、そのままで我慢してください。すぐに温かい飲み物を入れますから。
She goes into the kitchen. I am left alone in her room. I never imagined getting into a girl's room like this. Yeah, you weren't in one's room earlier or apartment. Oh no. An unfamiliar apartment. Oh no, the instant PTSD. A stranger's room. Gonna throw up again? Probably doesn't have anything left. A forcible entrance. Deep red splashed across the walls.
はい、お待たせしました。遠野くん、何してるんです。全然拭いてないじゃないですか。
She starts wiping my head with the towel, continuing to scold me all the while.
ほら、上着を脱いで。シャツもです。もう、失礼します。このまま肺炎になっても知りませんから。
I've never seen someone's anger boil over into pure exasperation before. She furiously starts to unbutton my shirt, but then her fingers freeze like she's just had a bucket of cold water poured over her.
これ、もう塞がってる傷ですよね。
Oh my. As Ciel turns strangely hesitant, I realize what she must have seen. Damn, there it is. I have a mark on my chest that resembles a burn. It's not a pleasant sight, especially for someone who wasn't expecting it.
痛みますか？
平気です。それはもう7年も前のものだから。
そうですか。よかった。 遠野くんに元気のない理由がこの傷だったら、今すぐ病院に連れて行かなくちゃ
I
い
don't
け
think
ま
he's
せ
the
んか
one
ら
who needs a hospital. Her mouth forms a soft, tender smile. I feel a pang in my chest at the sight.
いいです。自分でできますから。
はい。それじゃあお茶を持ってきます。あ、シャツを脱いで体を拭いたら、そこの毛布を上着代わりにくるまっててください。
I do as I'm told, removing my shirt and wiping my body. I don't feel comfortable taking off my pants, so I dry them as best as I can while keeping them on. I forgo the blanket and wrap the towel around myself instead.
あ、拭き終わりました？それじゃあお茶にしましょうか。
She brings a tea set into the room and sits down.
遠野くんも座ってください。立ったままでいられると落ち着かないじゃないですか。
I sit. She pours black tea into a simple mug and hands it to me. Neither of us says a word. She sips her tea as though this is all perfectly normal. Not knowing what else to do, I follow suit. The freaking mug says curry as well. Okay, dude. It's hot. Really hot. It scalds the tip of my tongue, restarting my pulse with a thump. It feels like a switch has been flipped within me, rebooting my heart and brain. She doesn't ask me anything, though. Eventually, I drain my mug. She refills it without missing a beat. I feel like I have to say something. Anything.
遠野くん。
Startled, I reflexively pull away.
私ちょっと出てきます。お留守番頼めますか？
いいです。
Business time, maybe?
はい。それじゃあお願いします。すぐに帰ってきますから。
Did they find
あんま
Arquay?
り変なことしちゃダメですよ。
She departs with a smile, leaving me to wonder how serious she actually was. Well, what a crazy day. New Higurashi anime announced, really? Is it like a remake or something? Or something brand new, story-wise? I'm alone again. I was just beginning to warm up, but with Ciel's departure, I've suddenly grown very cold. She didn't ask me anything. She let a monster into her room and cared for it like it was the most natural thing in the world. I didn't realize it until now, but having someone by my side was a far greater relief to my numbed heart than the warmth of the tea or the comfort of the room. No idea yet? Okay. I see. I don't deserve. My chest hurts. I was alone not so long ago. Back then I found solace in purging myself of all thoughts and feelings. But now that she's gone, I feel an overwhelming anxiety. I have the urge to cry and scream like a child begging for forgiveness. I fight back the tears threatening to spill from my eyes, the sobs struggling to burst forth from my chest. I'm scum, a disgusting excuse for a human being. Not half an hour ago I left myself die in the rain. Because I'm a murderer. I don't have any right to Ciel's kindness. And yet right now all I can think is that I hope she comes back soon. Wow. Oh, the rain ASMR is back.
ただいま遠野くん。お留守番ご苦労様。
She's carrying a number of plastic bags. It looks like she did some shopping.
ですね。とりあえずこれに着替えてください。安物ですけど、濡れた服よりずっといいです。お風呂もそろそろ沸きますから、お湯に浸かってゆっくりすれば、少しは気持ちも紛れますよ。
Sheesh. She has thought of everything. drawing a bath, getting me a change of clothes. She's doing this all for me, but I don't deserve any of it.
いいよ先輩。俺帰るから。これ以上迷惑はかけられない。
I button up my shirt, pick up my jacket, and walk towards the front door. I don't know where I'll go, but I know I can't stay in this room.
ダメですってば。そんな真っ青な顔で出歩くなんて、せめてきちんと温まってから。
She reaches out. She grabs for my shoulder as I brush past, trying to stop me. I move to knock her hand aside, but I misjudge it. Oh. And just like that, the world around me inverts. Oh no. Oh no. Everything is coming apart. Reality fractures and imminent death seeps in through the cracks. This is a world where annihilation is only ever a breath away. A world that only a monster who kills without reason can see. In this world...
メガネ。ごめんなさい。私の不注意でした。壊れてたら弁償しますから。
Death is scrawled across this kind soul scrambling to pick up my glasses. I swallow the scream crawling up my throat. I grab my hand as it instinctively rises to gouge out my own eyes. No, this is only the way things look. It doesn't mean it's happening. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Ah, but the lines on her face running red like blood. Just like the woman in white. Just like the moment that made me a murderer. Scrawled all over the person who saved me, I see those same red lines of death.
遠野くん？
I'll do it again. I won't be able to help it. This is beyond the bounds of rational thought. This is beyond the question of my sanity. I should hurry and accept it. This is what I am. This blank animal is what I've always been. Wherever I go, I bring hell with me. To some dark hidden part of me, meaningless destruction feels like the most natural thing in the world. No, that's not true. Heyo. I can't hear Ciel's voice, but I can see the warmth in her eyes. Ooh, her eyes though. Even if the world around me looks like hell, reality still exists beneath and beyond it. Deep at the bottom of my soul I find that truth. If Ciel can look at me with such warmth, and if I can still recognize that as kindness, then what my eyes show me can't be all there is. Oh my. My heartbeat, pounding fit to burst, finally slows. I pick my glasses up from the floor and gently put them back on. That was close. It's all I can do to keep from breaking down. I collapse onto the floor with a great sigh. Ugh. Once again I've made a fool of myself in front of her. But at least my thoughts and my vision are back to normal.
よかった。落ち着きましたか、遠野くん。
I raise my head to see her there, looking completely normal.
ほら、やっぱり満足に歩けないじゃないですか。体が冷え切っていること、分かってくれました？
Yeah, that must be it, surely. She extends her hand towards me, flashing a teasing smile. Her eyes say, I told you so. Despite seeing me go to pieces, she's acting like nothing happened.
ごめん。でも、今のは体の問題じゃなくて。
いえ、体の問題です。一人で立ち上がれないのをちゃんと理解してください。ほら、力が全然入っていないじゃないですか。今の遠野くんなら、 私一人でもひょいっと運べちゃいそ
I
うで
mean,
す。
you probably could always do that, but fair enough. With that, she grabs my arm and pulls.
と。
She hauls me back to the middle of the room. Wow, I didn't think she'd really be able to carry me. Clueless?
遠野くん、今日はお家に帰れないんでしょ。もう今夜の用意をしてきちゃったんですから。いい加減覚悟を決めてください。
Well,
覚悟って、先輩。
ちゃんと体を温めて、夕ご飯を食べて、しっかりするまで帰らないでください。そんな顔をしたまま出て行かれたら、気になって眠れないじゃないですか。
the pain in my chest now is different from what I felt before. I sigh with my head bowed. Her concern is heartbreaking. I'm happy. So happy that I could cry. But on the other hand, her kindness terrifies me.
なんで、
はい？何ですか、遠野くん。
なんで、そこまでするんですか。俺には。
I killed someone.
俺は、ダメなんです。さっき、すごい間違いをしてしまって。責任も取ら
Oh,
ずに
he's
逃げてき
opening
て
up about it.
死んでもいいとさえ思った。
I'm gonna guess that she knows anyway. But yeah. Even now, I'm trying to find refuge in Ciel. To run away from my sin. To run away from the fact that I took someone's life with my own hands.
俺の間違いは、どんなことをしても許されない。いや、許されちゃいけないことだと思う。だからダメなんです。こんな風に先輩に優しくしてもらう資格なんて、俺にはないんです。
はあ、遠野くん、自分が悪い人だって思い込みたいんですね。あなたはずっと、そうやって裁かれる時を待っていたみたいです。
She about to confront him about it?
けど、そう思うということは、遠野くん自
She's
身が
she's
自分
totally
の行動
implying
に
that
ま
she
だ
knows
確信
what
が持
happened.
てないということでしょ。
Oh, the piano is back.
あなたはいつも自分が悪いと思っている。
Yeah, she
今日は
definitely knows.
その最たるものだった。でもそれが本当にいいことだったのか悪いことだったのか、どう考えてもわからない。だからそんな風に一方的に自分を追い詰めてはっきりさせるしかないんですよね。
いや、それは。
I can't quite bring myself to disagree. I accept what I did, but I can't quell my doubts. Why would I do something like that? I still don't know what was wrong with me or if I'm really where the problem lies. No, there's one thing I know for sure. For as long as I live, I'll never understand the feelings that I had in that moment.
ですが、私は遠野くんの犯した間違いというものが何であるか
Yeah,
は分か
surely
り
you
ません。
don't.
ぶっちゃけて言えばそんなことどうでもいいです。遠野くんは優しくされる資格がないって言いますけど、それは遠野くんだけの都合です。私が遠野くんに優しくするのは遠野くんのためじゃないんですから、そんなに気にしないでください。
俺のためじゃない。
はい、そのですね、私が遠野くんに優しくしてあげたいからこうしているんです、仮にあなたが悪人でも私は手を差し伸べます。まあそんなことは100歩譲ってもないでしょうけど。
趣味って、先輩、人助けが趣味なんですか？
I can't help but make light of her strange assertion. She doesn't take offense. If anything, she seems proud of herself.
今回は人助けではなく、一人になりたがっている男の子を無理やり引きとどめて楽しんでいる悪人ですが、
That's one way to phrase that.
遠野くんにとっては迷惑でしょうけど、たちの悪い先輩に捕まったと思って観念してください。
She smiles as she speaks. It's a gentle, protective smile. With that, my heart finally cracks. The person in front of me just said that she would help Tonoshiki, someone not even I can trust. And if I were evil, she'd help me anyway, just because she wanted to. No matter how unforgivable my sins. And in those words I find salvation.
そっか。ありがとう、先輩。
Not for believing in me, but for being here with me, my wicked senpai. I let out a breath I realized I was holding.
いえいえ、礼には及びません。だって私、遠野くんの先輩ですから。
I bow my head, thanking her from the bottom of my heart. As dreadful as the sound of my own heart was before, I realized that it once again beats with warmth. I really don't deserve her, but as long as I'm in her presence, the thought that I am evil has no authority over me. The relaxing aura. Well, interesting. Rain still going. I listen to the sound of the rain. In the end, I couldn't turn down her kindness. I took a bath and put on the pajamas she got for me. After treating me to dinner, albeit a simple one, of convenience store food, she convinced me to take her bed, in which I am now trying to fall asleep. Wow, he doesn't even get to sleep on the floor. She laid out a futon on the nearby floor and went to sleep. I was dead set against sleeping in her bed, but...
ここ安作りですから床は冷えるんです。風邪をひき始めている人にはおすすめできません。どうぞ私のベッドを使ってください。
She really goes the extra
ちょ
mile.
っとはマシです。
いや、ベッドって先輩の？
そうですよ。あ、気にしないでください。あまり使ってませんから新品同様です。いいですよね。日本のベッド、ふかふかで幸せです。
And that's how I ended up in her bed. Evangelion moment. I stare blankly up at the ceiling. It's an ordinary apartment that pales in comparison to the Tolna mansion, yet somehow it feels so spacious. My senses must still be numb, or perhaps Ciel's concern for me is so overwhelming that it's making me feel minuscule in comparison. We chatted like usual during dinner, her being her normal, cheerful self. We talked about school, about a bunch of shops I've never heard of, all sorts of things. There was no lull in our conversation. I wasn't able to offer anything interesting, but talking helped my crazed mind regain normalcy bit by bit. I felt both guilty and happy. I'm not sure what to think anymore. I killed someone a few hours ago, and now I'm getting flustered about sleeping in a girl's bed like I'm a normal high school boy. Funny, I thought that I would never get to do that again. In my sleepless state, I find my gaze wandering. What do I do now? Where do I go from here? I'm completely lost. Shh. The patter of rainfall continues outside. Whoa.
遠野くん、
Hey, yo, the pajama sprite though. That's kinda
明日
cute.
遅刻してしまいますよ。
It's pink. Also no glasses, of course, cause sleepy time. There you go. Look at that. That's kinda crazy. One last thumbnail choice. Probably I'm gonna use the umbrella one though. Surely.
先輩、起きてるんですか？
はい。遠野くんが眠るまで眠れません。私、 一応女の子なんですから。
ごめん。やっぱり台所で眠るよ、俺。
もう何度も言わせないでください。遠野くんは風邪のひき始めなんですから、台所には寝かせられません。いいから、嫌なことは忘れて眠っちゃってください。
嫌なこと。
If only. That's impossible. That's something I can't forget. Something I mustn't ever forget. Whatever the reason I killed someone, forgetting that what it was that I took would be an even greater sin.
ダメだ。罪はごまかせないよ、先輩。忘れることはできないし、忘れるつもりもないんだ。けど、ありがとう。今日は先輩に助けられた。あのままでいたら本当に俺は死んでいたかもしれない。
That would have been the coward's way out. Now that I've calmed down, I've finally realized it. Ending my own life wouldn't constitute atonement. If I truly believe I did something wrong, the last thing I should do is run away from it.
罪ですか。どうも遠野くんの間違いというのは私では想像もつかないことみたいですね。けど遠野くん、罪を犯さない人なんてこの社会にはいない。
I mean, I feel like not all sins are equal, but you know, fair
人
enough.
間は誰もが罪人なわけですし。
先輩、それはどういう。
いえ、誰もがというのは言い過ぎでしたね。でもいい人間と悪い人間がいるんじゃないんです。ただどうしようもなく何かの弾みで道を踏み外す人がいるだけで。生きている以上誰だって過ちは犯してしまう。悲しいですけどそれは避けられない。
Real.
だって人間はそういう風に生きる動物です。知恵がある以上誰かの幸福を踏みにじらずにはいられない。
Her voice, tinged with bitterness, echoes in the darkness. Huh? I never expected her to be so cynical.
なんだよ先輩。それじゃあさ、なんか救われないよ。みんなが過ちを犯してるなんて、そんな例え話好きじゃない。
そうですね。それじゃあ救われませんね。けど罪というものは償えるじゃないですか。世の中には善人も悪人もいません。ただ罪を償える人と償えない人がいるだけなんです。ですから救われない人というのはどうあっても自身の罪を償えない人のことだと思います。
どうあっても
Fair enough.
償えない。
はい。でも遠野くんは償える人です。何をしてしまったかは知りませんけど遠野くんは償える人ですよ。不安で眠れないのならこの先どう償って生きていくかを考えればいいんです。それはすごく難しいことですからそのうち頭がパンクしてスルッと眠れちゃいます。
けど先輩、俺の間違いはどうやったって償いきれない。こればっかりははっきりとしたことなんです。
そうですよ。どんなものであれ罪というものは完全には償えません。
Well.
誰かを傷つけてその人の傷を治したとしても傷つけたという罪は消えないでしょ。どんなに頑張っても犯してしまった過ちは消えてくれないんです。
Their wound might heal over time. Maybe actually in this case true. Very true, quite literally.
償いとは結果ではなくその過程で生まれる心の在り方だと私は教えられました。他人に強制されずとも 自らを罰することができる心。償える人と償えない人というのはそういう
She's
こと
really
です。
thinking about this a lot, yeah.
だから遠野くんは間違いなく償えちゃう人ですね。
I wonder if that's true. I certainly don't have that much faith in myself. But if Ciel believes in me, then that's the way I'll live my life.
わかんないな。俺ひどい人間だよ。先輩が思ってるほどいいやつじゃない。
そんなの簡単にわかりますよ。さっきですね、私ちょっと感動しました。遠野くん、胸にすごい傷があるでしょ。
あるけど、それがどうして？
あれだけの傷跡ということはとても大きな事故だったんでしょう。
Well,
爪痕というものは心を歪ませます。あんなに大きな、しかもまだ消えない傷だなんてちょっと普通じゃないですよね。けれど遠野くんはとても自然です。あの傷を受け止めて生きてきたのなら、それは間違いなく誇れることです。遠野くんはとてもまっすぐな幼年期を過ごしたんでしょうね。
surely.
あなたはきっと怒ることはあっても人を決して恨まない。
She wraps up her monologue and falls silent. If I listen carefully, I can hear her breathing gently.
寝ちゃったのか、先輩。
No response. Outside, I hear nothing but the endless sound of rain.
償いか。
A punishment befitting the sin committed. By tomorrow, that woman's body will be found, and the news will be reporting a new and bizarre murder. When that time comes, what I will lose will be beyond measure. It'll probably cause a great deal of trouble for Akiha, and I won't be able to talk with Ciel like this ever again. But if that's part of my atonement, I have to accept it. My life will end where my penance begins. If that brings even a shred of comfort to the people who knew the woman I killed, then perhaps I really will be able to atone someday. I'm getting a little sleepy. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but if I'm allowed, at the very least I hope I have enough time to thank the people who have been kind to me. Wow. Wow. There you go. Honestly, perfect stopping point for today, I think. Perfect. And now we have an alternate day 4. So I assume it might still share some stuff probably, but yeah. Okay, cool. Does the first thing immediately skip? Probably not, because he wakes up here, right? So this would probably immediately be new stuff again. Yeah, sounds like it. Okay. Wow. Well, there's a teaser for you. There you go. To be continued. There you go. Next week. Okay. Let's just leave that there. You know what? Beautiful. Look at that. That's your end card right there. Okay, cool. So I think, well, it's probably not a... Let me do a save here. I'm not sure if it says Ciel route yet. I'm gonna guess... Oh, it would say it here, right? Let's see. Yeah, so I assume it's like day 5 onwards again or whatever. But yeah, there you go. I think this is basically there already. We're definitely getting there, okay? So, wow, there you go. This part should still be fine to post, and it's gonna stay up normally on the YouTube as well and whatnot. So, no need to, like, unlist the video. But maybe starting from next point onwards, there is a chance. Again, I don't know when this stuff begins that I'm not supposed to show, like when exactly the opening and whatnot drops. But yeah, if it's next time, time, I'll post out a PSA video before that explaining the process for those that don't catch me explaining it on these parts. So, but yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoyed this, press the thumbs up button. Of course, it really helps out. And do subscribe not to miss out on future ones, because next week we're right back for more Ciel action. Perhaps already something really spicy, you never know. Can't wait, honestly. Shout out to my patrons on the screen right now for supporting the channel. And otherwise, have a great rest of your day whenever it is you're watching this. And see you next week for more Tsukihime Remake. Take care and bye-bye.